Hi guys, how you doing? I just wanted to make a quick video really in defense of Mocha Uson and her supposed affair with Philippine actor Robin Padilla. Why am I doing this? Because I posted about it yesterday on Facebook, and a lot of people have been bashing me because of my comments. I've already reached out to Mocha, and I've said that I'm very sorry to hear that she's going through this alleged rumor, and I've also personally messaged Robin as well. What's the situation? Some I guess bashers of Mocha had alleged that she'd been impregnated by Robin Padilla. Now, firstly, it's important to say that Robin is happily married to his lovely wife Marielle, and they have children, and they have a very strong relationship. Also, Robin is a very good man, an honest man who also happens to support President Duterte as well and supports the Duterte administration. And of course, Mocha Uson is the Deputy Executive Director of the OWA, and therefore she's supporting Filipinos and is really helping out OFWs. And of course, right now is a very, very busy time for both Mocha Uson and of course that department, particularly in the COVID-19 pandemic. And therefore, she really doesn't need this stress and this particular alleged rumor. This started from a Philippine entertainment portal or a particular celebrity gossip blog that alleged that a female controversial personality had become pregnant by a male actor and hadn't actually mentioned any names at all. And of course, Mocha Uson then went on to say that it was probably the bashers of her and bashers of the Duterte administration who put her name in the frame, if you like. And if you look on some of the, if you like, anti-Duterte blogs, you'll quite clearly see people saying that Robin and Mocha together, and Marielle left the room, and all kinds of things like that. So they're almost making a joke out of it. But the reality is that Robin is happily married, and any allegations like this are not very good. It's not really good to try and destroy a relationship just because you want to meddle in other people's business. Mocha Uson, as I said, does a lot of good work for OFWs and for the Philippines and Filipino people. And of course, she also supports the Duterte administration, along with myself and many others, because I think there are many good things happening in the Philippines, the Build program, and of course, many improvements in the country. Now, I'm entitled to my freedom of speech just as much as anybody else is. The matter that's a real issue and concerns me the most is that yesterday, or the last couple of days, I read a post that the spokesperson for Leni Robredo, the official spokesperson Barry, who I believe is a lawyer, asked Mocha Uson to stop this silliness and bringing her office into it. And what they basically said was that Mocha had said that because of the ratings of Leni Robredo were low, this was the reason why their bashers were targeting Mocha with this particular rumor. And Barry had said, don't involve the office of the vice president in your silliness or in your nonsense. Well, I could say the same to him, that don't involve Mocha in your nonsense, don't involve Mocha in your silliness, and to all of the supporters of Leni Robredo as well. and to all of the anti-DDS. How is it fair that you can go ahead and you can bash Mocha Uson, and you can bash Robin, and make these nasty, horrible allegations and try and destroy their lives and try and destroy his marriage? How is that fine? You know, it's we can play tit for tat. You know, all of the bashers who said to me that I'm destroying the office of the vice president and talking about Lenny Robredo's silliness, but all I'm merely doing is just giving the opposition a taste of their own medicine. It's incredibly hypocritical. It's all right on the one hand to go ahead and bash Mocha and to make fun of Mocha. You only have to look at the Malacanang catering spoof FB page when many people were talking about Robin and Mocha being in some kind of relationship and making a joke about it. It's okay when people do that. It's okay when people try and destroy other people's lives. But the second I go on Facebook and the second that I go ahead myself and have my say, my freedom of speech that I'm completely entitled to make, the second I do that, you know, there's going to be people bashing me, and there's going to be people telling me to keep out of the Philippines and go back home to England. Well, firstly, I'm not in the Philippines, I'm already in England. And secondly, I have a Filipino family. I love the Philippines very much, and I feel I have just as much right to comment as anybody else. I know Mocha personally. I've met Robin before and spoken to him at great length, so I know both of these people. And of course, I'm entitled to defend my friends just as much as anybody else, just as much as any Filipino citizen. Although I may not be a Filipino myself, I love the Philippines very much. I love the Filipino people, and I care very much for the country. And bearing in mind that my family are in the Philippines as well, you know, I do believe that I have a right. So to all the people who've been bashing me recently, you know, and asking me why I've called the office of the president silly, I've done nothing of the sort. I haven't called the office of the president silly at all. All I'm merely doing is giving back to Barry what he has given to Mocha, when Barry said very clearly, stop your nonsense, stop your silliness to Mocha. Well, Mocha's defending herself because people have made serious allegations against a government official. And I believe that Barry needs a taste of his own medicine, and of course the office of the vice president. Nothing should be coming from that office playing some kind of joke with Mocha, or basically telling her that to stop her silliness or stop her nonsense. No, she's not stopping her nonsense. She's not stopping her silliness. What she's doing is actually defending herself. What she's doing is telling the anti-DDS or those against the president, she's basically telling them to stop their nonsense, to stop their silliness, to stop their wild rumours. Why would you even do that? You know, Mocha Uson is a good person. She cares very much about the Philippines. She cares very much about OFWs. I've met her several times. I met her in London, and in a conversation that we had, she broke down, she started crying, and she explained how much she loves the country, how much she loves the Filipino people, how much she loves OFWs, and all she wants is really unity in supporting the president and supporting the Philippines. Mocha did say that there's many different Duterte groups, if you like, and she would hope that all of them would unite as one. This is something that I've said as well, and that led to her being tearful. Now, the thing is, this means that she's a person who cares. This means that she's a government official. You know, she's working tirelessly both night and day, meeting OFWs, communicating with OFWs, dealing with all of their issues. She's part of the Overseas Welfare Agency, you know, and she really cares so much. And yet she's bugged down at the moment. She's plagued by these vicious rumours against her and Robin. And, you know, I know Robin as well is a very good a very good man, a very good person. He does so much work for charity. He again supports the Philippine soldiers, the military, and of course again supports the Filipino people. And of course he doesn't need this ridiculous rumor as well. So I'm really, really sorry that this has been happening. And again, to the anti-Duterte, to the people who tell me not to meddle, I would say the same thing. They shouldn't be meddling in the lives of Mocha Uson and Robin either. And it's kind of fair is fair. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter. And once again, I mean the office of the Vice President. No disrespect, you know, I haven't said anything out of turn. All I'm simply doing is just giving it back, you know, tit for tat. You know, if the office of the Vice President, if the official spokesperson of the office of the Vice President is going to tell Mocha Uson to stop her nonsense and stop her silliness, as a friend of Mocha Uson, I just believe I can go back to the office of the Vice President and say, stop your silliness as well, stop your nonsense. Don't accuse a government official of silliness and nonsense, or at least don't accuse a government official of nonsense. It's not acceptable. You know, this silliness needs to stop. The fact is, this wild rumor about Mocha and about Robin is absolutely outrageous, and of course shouldn't have happened in the first place. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this, and please, let's support Mocha Uson, let's support Robin, and of course let's support President Rodrigo Duterte. Thank you, guys.